So I think one way to live a more sustainable life is to recycle. I know that it seems really simple and probably really silly, but it's still amazing to me how many people don't do it, and I think that's a really great way to just make a small contribution right in your own backyard, literally. Also, composting I think is a great way for sustainability, and just an appreciation. And I think that's something that sometimes people miss, is that just have an appreciation for the world around you and nature, and how do we make small steps count along the way. Pick up a garbage bag off the side of the road once in a while.
Well, I'll actually give you two. The first one is to be a conscious consumer of the things that you're purchasing. My background is actually in materials management, which is waste and recycling, and a lot of people forget that as important as recycling is, and we should always make sure that we're doing that. The first step as a consumer is to make sure that we're buying products that are recyclable in the first place, or if we can buy products that are reused or recycled to begin with, or consider not buying a product unless we really need it. The other tip that I wanted to give you was in terms of when you do need to recycle, don't forget about the bottle deposit law. So a lot of people think that if you put your bottles and cans in the recycling bin at the curb, that's the best way to recycle them. But actually, if they have a deposit on them, even though it can be kind of a pain to go back to the store and bring them back for a refund, those will be properly sorted and recycled at a much higher rate. So even though it may take an extra trip, and the nickel might not seem like that much, it's definitely worth doing for the planet.
One of the best things that any individual can do is to recycle as many materials as you can. A couple of other things that really help is to drive less and eat less meat. Those three things together can really reduce your environmental effect on this land.
I noticed just the number of people that are driving very large vehicles, including like four-door pickup trucks and large SUVs, as their commuting vehicles, and they're not driving those vehicles because of the need for storage space for equipment, or they're contractors or carpenters or whatever, but it's just their choice for a commuting vehicle. And it strikes me, not only is that very inexpensive for them if they're doing a fair amount of driving, but it's also pretty wasteful of energy.
You know, I truly think that it's just being more aware of your environment, and you do want to protect it for the generations that come after us. And so whether it is recycling, or whether it is composting, or driving less, or using public transportation so that there's less that you're emitting out there into the atmosphere, I mean, just be a conscientious citizen and recognize that we've got one Earth, and we want to protect it.